A cat's tale, a journey through millennia. Ever look at your cat curled up on the couch and see more than just a fluffy companion? What if you're looking at a creature with a lineage stretching back thousands of years? A story not just of evolution, but of adventure, mystery, and even tragedy. Today, we're taking a trip back in time to unravel a captivating mystery. How did a wild hunter with eyes of fire become America's most popular pet? The accidental roommate. Our story doesn't start in Egypt as many believe, but much earlier, about 10,000 years ago, in the region historians call the Fertile Crescent, modern-day parts of the Middle East. Humans made a monumental shift from hunting and gathering to farming. With agriculture came large granaries to store harvests, and these granaries attracted mice and rats. This is where the African wildcat entered the scene. In a fascinating twist, it's said that cats domesticated themselves. Unlike dogs, which humans actively tamed, cats simply strolled into human settlements. They quickly realized that where there were people, there was a steady supply of rodents. Cats became natural allies in the fight against pests. People, in turn, recognized their value and welcomed their presence. It wasn't a matter of force. It was a mutually beneficial partnership. Recent genetic studies have upended the belief that all domestic cats come from a single lineage. Evidence now suggests that at least 5 distinct populations of wildcats from the Near East contributed to the gene pool of the cats we know and love today. The oldest archaeological proof of this human-feline bond was unearthed on the island of Cyprus. A burial site, dated at over 9,500 years old, revealed not just a human skeleton, but the skeleton of a cat, placed just 16 inches away. This suggests the cat was more than just a useful animal. It was already a significant part of human life, possibly even holding ritualistic importance. When cats were gods, the Egyptian Golden Age. The cat's golden age truly arrived in ancient Egypt. Here, they transcended their role as mere helpers and were elevated to divine status. The goddess Bastet. Egyptians worshipped the goddess Bastet, the protector of home, fertility, and joy. She was depicted as a woman with the head of a cat. Festivals were held annually in her honor, and as her earthly embodiments, cats were held in the highest esteem. A deadly crime. Harming a cat in ancient Egypt was one of the most serious offenses. It could be punished by death, even if the act was accidental. The ancient Greek historian Herodotus described how Egyptians would shave their eyebrows as a sign of mourning when a household cat died. Mummification. Egyptians mummified cats to ensure their eternal life. In the temple of the goddess Bastet in the city of Bubastis, entire cat cemeteries were found, holding thousands of mummies. The oldest mummies discovered there are thousands of years old. A global journey and the Dark Ages. From Egypt, cats began their journey across the world. Phoenicians and Roman traders carried them on their ships to protect the supplies from rats. This is how cats were introduced to Greece, Rome, and eventually the rest of Europe. The curse of the Middle Ages. During the Middle Ages, the perception of cats changed dramatically. In a Europe gripped by superstition, cats, especially black ones, were considered companions of witches and messengers of the devil. They were hunted and killed en masse. A history lesson. The extermination of cats had catastrophic consequences. The sharp decline in their population led to an uncontrolled surge in the rat population. These rats carried fleas, which in turn were the main culprits in the spread of the plague, the Black Death, which claimed millions of human lives. It was a bitter lesson for humanity. A renaissance and modern times. Fortunately, over time, people came to appreciate cats once again. With the age of enlightenment and scientific progress, superstitions took a back seat. a variety of breeds. Today, there are numerous cat breeds in the world, from the elegant Sphinx to the fluffy Maine Coon. Each one has its own unique features, personality, and appearance. 2. Populations. Genetic studies show that all modern domestic cats descended from a couple of main groups that diverged many centuries ago. One group spread throughout the Mediterranean and the other through Central Europe. This explains why cats from different regions have slight genetic variations. So the next time your cat gracefully walks by, remember that you're not just looking at a pet. You're seeing a descendant of an ancient hunter, a sacred animal of the Egyptian pharaohs, and a fearless sea traveler. This is a living legend that has come to us through millennia to give us its independent yet so warm love. If you love cats, give this a like and a follow.